to start even before I sit down. Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
So good to see you guys.
Yes.
I'm not going outside with anybody. I'm afraid of everybody here. And you guys have such amazing shoes. Like your shoes are amazing.
Mine are boring.
I didn't see yours.
They actually fit.
It's actually comfortable. You can walk.
What's going on, guys? I have not been here in so long.
Yeah.
My God, you've got every color of us on your face.
I know, I know.
He's got my lipstick.
That was the whole idea.
Here, 1 second. 1 second. You do have some black lipstick.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the black lipstick.
Now Whoopi's gone. Okay, who else are you going to wipe off? Yes.
Now, Dennis, we've been talking really this last week about these fires in LA, and we know how close you are with the firefighting community. You had the show Rescue Me, which was wonderful, and you have this incredible organization, the Leary Firefighters Foundation, which you started in 2000. Tell us what is happening, what you're seeing, and what's going on out there.
So listen, one of the things I like to do when it comes to the fire department in particular, right? When there's a big tragic event or anything like this, what's happening in LA, in terms of the fire department, is like people are complaining like the water hydrants and the fire hydrants were empty of water. But listen, this is coming from a firefighter point of view. Yeah. It doesn't matter if the hydrants worked or not. That fire, 100-mile-per-hour wind. Right. It was a hurricane of fire. There's not enough water in the ocean to put that out, okay? Yeah. So forget about that issue. Let's wait till, I always say, let's wait till the things die down and the fire department will tell you or you'll find out what the problems are. I can tell you this about the LA department. Well, listen, I know this to be true with fire departments across the country. My organization, the Leary Firefighters Foundation, we've been doing this for 25 years. Every year, the request for money from departments around the country, big and small, big city, small town, from my foundation, we get, I can't even tell you, hundreds of requests, and we get more every year.
Wow.
The reason is because everywhere, LA, New York, tiny little towns all over America, when it comes to cutting the budget, they cut the fire department because they don't go on strike, right? So if you cut the sanitation department, the garbage piles up, people complain. Yeah. If you cut the teachers, they go on strike, and then people complain, my kids are stuck at home, get them out of here, right? Yeah. Yeah. The fire department is very easy to cut because they still go and save people. They put out fires, right? So one thing I know to be true about, and you'll hear about this more in the next, as the fires die down, it's very true in LA. The wildfires get worse every year. They get their budget cut further every year. They have been understaffed for over a decade, right? Yeah. They had to lay off department mechanics who fix the broken down fire trucks. They have tons of fire trucks parked in department parking lots that they can't use because they can't be fixed because they don't have the mechanics on staff because of the budget cuts. These are truisms. Yeah. Forget about Palisades and all these fires. This is just true. That department needs, absolutely, obviously, like all departments, more money. They're fighting worse wildfires every year. Yeah. You got to get more men and women on the job.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Absolutely.
It's crazy, right?
Well, shifting gears a little bit, we spoke to you in 2017 about your comedic and political book, Why We Don't Suck, and how all of us need to stop being such partisan little bitches.
Yes.
That's his title.
Yeah.
If you wrote a book like that now, would you just keep the title?
I don't have to write the book. The book, you could put the book out again tomorrow with the same title. It's 8 years later. We're in the same place.
Yeah.
With the same guy.
Yeah.
We got the same guy. I mean, it's like we're going, my parents are Irish immigrants. My mother is still alive. She's 97, totally with it. She's probably watching right now. Hi, Mom. I always thought it was such an interesting thing from my parents. Like, they didn't think it was. As kids, as we got older, we were like, it's amazing. They came here with no money by boat. My parents came by boat.
And steerage.
Yeah, well, they had to come here because they had giant families and no money in Ireland. Like, we thought, as we got older, like, it took such courage and such hope, but such faith in the idea of America to come here, right?
Yes. People still do, though.
Yeah, and my mother is a really strong person, no BS personality, and that's where I get it from, I guess. She was always for women's rights. In the 60s, she was like, always like women's rights, civil rights. it's funny because like the last couple of years, she's been like, first time since I've been in America, we're going backwards on women's rights.
we are.
And she's right. Like for a woman that age who came here and supported and believed in all this,
And fought for
the strength of women, and fought for it, right?
Yes.
And voted like my mother was like, vote, vote, vote. And for her to say at 97, my mother should be the president, by the way. My mother.
Well, Dennis, we need to talk about your new comedy series, Going Dutch. You play Colonel Patrick Quinn, who after some bad behavior is reassigned to an army base in the Netherlands. And a little twist, your daughter has a big role there. What made you want to play this very interesting character?
This was a project that I was developed. My son runs my television company now. He has for about 5 or 6 years. And he was developing this project for Fox. And it's written by a guy named Joel Church Cooper, who did Brockmire with Hank Azaria, which was a great show. He's a great writer. And I immediately was like, the dynamic between the colonel and the daughter was what hooked me in. The girl who plays my daughter, Taylor Mishiak, is fantastic. It's an amazing cast. Danny Pudi is my right-hand man. He's from Community. People love him. There's a new actor, kid from Australia named Hal Cumpston, who plays the out-of-shape rebellious soldier. I thought a picture of him. He's amazing, and it's just a great cast.
Well, you always have great casts. I have to say, you are always working with great people.
The No Good Deed cast.
That was phenomenal.
I got to talk to you about that because I binged it, and Alyssa and I have been in long conversations about whether or not we would buy a murder house, like you know, and so you're starring in this Netflix dark comedy series, No Good Deed, kind of about a murder house, along with Ray Romano, Lisa Kudrow. Lisa was here just before the holidays. Talking about what a great time all of you had. You and Ray, though, also go way back. Had you worked with Lisa before?
No, because Ray and I have known each other since back when we first knew each other in the clubs, before any of us were famous.
Green Street down in Soho.
40 years ago, 45 years ago. So Ray and I had done, 5 Ice Age movies together.
That's right. That's right.
And we're
Joy
friends.
was in one of those. She calls it Ice Thing.
Ice Thing. She was an Ice Thing 4, I think. And anyways, so the idea of doing something with Ray was intriguing, but the thing that really hooked me was Lisa Kudrow. And neither Ray, first of all, Ray and I hadn't worked with her together, right? Or at all. And also, we had never met her. So it was it was so interesting because when we were first going for the rehearsals and the read-throughs in California, he and I were both like, have you met Lisa yet? Have you not? No, I haven't met her. That's good. We were kind of afraid of meeting her because she's so iconic. She could not have been nicer. Absolutely great actress.
She's so good in
She's so good.
You are iconic, Denis.
I was going to say.
Listen, there's a difference between being iconic, which is Lisa Kudrow, and just an old guy who's been around for a long time, which is what I am.
But you're also ironic.
I am ironic. I'm ironic. She's iconic.
I'm intrigued. No. Our thanks to Denis Leary. This was too short. We got to come back. No Good Deed is now streaming on Netflix. Going Dutch airs Thursday nights and streams the next day on Hulu.
Yes, Ice Age 6, December of 2026. And this Christmas, oh, what fun, me and Michelle Pfeiffer, it's a comedy.
And there you are.
This
and all kinds of
Ice Age 6 is the year after.
podcasts, right?